Are you thinking to visit a heritage house in West Bengal this winter? During your Kolkata vacation, if you are planning to visit Rajbari or Jomidar Bari, you will definitely find many options in and around Kolkata city and even in different districts that may take an hour or 2 or 3 according to your choice of place. Some of these heritage homes almost looks like a palace. And one important information, you have to book the houses at least a month prior on safer side if you are traveling in this winter season. In the early morning, we had freshened up, wrapped ourselves in a traditional outfit and started our trip. My elder brother-in-law and co-sister drove with their two-wheeler and we another four and a half went with car. My brother-in-law drove the car and it was so nice driving experience with my sister and her husband. And you know, my son calls it golden. With a halt in a petrol bunk near Howrah, one of our friends had come to meet us. And you know what? He was also excited to join us with his wife and daughter. So then and there they decided and about to meet us within 2 hours directly there in the Rajbari. On our last visit to hometown Kolkata, we made a sudden plan with our siblings and friends to visit one of such Jomidar palace. It was a plan with my younger brother earlier of this year and it was my bad that I forgot to inform him only while making the plan. And I am really sorry if he is watching the video right now. Mahishadal is around 100 km by road from Kolkata via Kolaghat and Nandakumar Mode. You may travel by train from Howrah, but driving down is more comfortable option, I think. The distance is about 116 km, which took 3 hours approx from our house. The museum remains open from 10 am to 6:30 pm daily. Admission charges may apply. Photography is prohibited in the museum unless special permission is obtained. It felt like we had entered another universe as the enormous gate opened wide to let our four-wheeler and two-wheeler in. Mahishadal Rajbari's history begins in the 16th century. During this period, Emperor Akbar ruled India and Janardhan Upadhyay, a senior member of the emperor's army, established the Mahishadal Rajbari. Raja Duryodhan Upadhyay, Raja Ramcharan Upadhyay, Raja Rajaram Upadhyay, Raja Shuklal Upadhyay and Raja Anandolal Upadhyay received the baton from Raja Janardhan Upadhyay. Now Raja Anandolal Upadhyay and his wife Rani Janaki Devi had a girl child named Rani Manthura Devi. After Raja Anandolal Upadhyay passed away, Mahishadal estate was ruled by his wife Rani Janaki Devi from 1770 to 1804. Then she handed over the reins to her grandson Guru Prasad Garg, her daughter's eldest son. Now the current descendants are Shankar Prasad Garg and Hara Prasad Garg. The present Shankar Prasad Garg and Hara Prasad Garg made the decision to open a museum to the ground floor of this beautiful Rajbari. After opening in 2012, the museum quickly rose to prominence as a top destination for tourists. Then they transformed a number of the palace's rooms to build a heritage homestay. These rooms are called Totini Kokkho, Nandini Kokkho, Kalyani Kokkho, which is there in the palace itself, and other two rooms named Pritimoyi and Diptimoyi in another building on the backyards of the palace. stayed in Totini Kokho and Pritimoi Kokho, which was decorated with both of their ancestral furnitures and accessories, and some with modern items too. Remember to have a look at the dining hall even if you are not staying here, as it has a beautiful fresco panel on the walls that tells the Sakuntala story. You can even visit this palace for a day tour, which includes museum visit and lunch at the royal dining room. The dining room is also decorated with their ancestral crockeries and beautiful European ceramic pieces. They serve delectable flavors of authentic Bengali cuisine. The Gohona Bori is a must try, I can say. In spite of that, I am sorry to say that we did not enjoy the food because it was served cold and not up to the mark, even the taste and quantity. Though we were craving for the royal lunch and breakfast spread in a Jomidar Bari. So if Rajbari organizers can put little effort into this. However, one of the staff here was helpful and he had taken care of my son's lunch, dinner and breakfast and whatever needed for a baby during our night stay. A range of displays may be found in the rooms surrounding the expansive hallway with the touch of royalty. 3 cannons stand in front of the central hall. Within the museum, modern photography and antique wall paintings depicted generations of the Garg family. The room was also filled with trinkets and ancestral furniture, such as a chair bearing the family crest. The images and souvenirs of well-known Indian classical musicians caught our attention. The palace is surrounded by a sprawling garden dotted with monstera palm and other trees. There is a statue of Raja Shati Prasad Gaur Bahadur in the fountain corner. The fountains, which are adorned with colored lamps, are particularly striking at night. The dilapidated Lal Kothi, which is surrounded by a lake, is located behind the palace. It felt so scary when we walked through this area in the evening. In the past, this house served as a retreat for family members to escape the summer heat. The semicircular Dadhibaman temple, which is devoted to Lord Rama, is located in the end of Lal Koti. We had our dinner at a restaurant just outside the palace, which was quite good. চরণ তলে কোটি শশী সূর্য মোরে লাজে মহারাজ একই সাজে গর্ব সব টুটিয়া মূর্ছি পরে লুটিয়া সকল মন দেহ মম বিনা সমবাজে মহারাজ একই সাজে এলে হৃদয় পুরো মাঝে চরণ তলে কোটি শশী সূর্য মোরে লাজে মহারাজ একই সাজে। The next day we drove down, or you may take a short walk from Fulbagh to the previous Rongiboshan Palace, where the family lived before the present one was built. This palace too featured arches and pillars typical of European style. There is a Madan Gopal temple close to the old palace. The temple exemplifies Bengal's traditional design with its 9 spires and sloping roof like Dakshineshwar temple. The idols of Jagannath, Balabhadra and Subhadra are housed in a smaller shrine within the temple. This is the main temple at Mahishadal. Weapons, animal trophies, additional furnishings, musical instruments, vintage record players, dilapidated palki and other items provided insight into the former ruler's way of life. And we were somehow in a time wrap for a long while with all those old magazines, newspapers in the library or the old piano in the veranda. As a traveler with a fondness of history and hidden gems, I embarked on a journey to explore this royal retreat. And let me tell you, it was an experience that surpassed all expectations. From the bustle of everyday life, you can roam through the serene courtyards, breathe in the fresh air, and imagine yourself as a guest of the royal family, enjoying a leisurely afternoon stroll.